Hi, in this video we will learn how to use segment controls. These top lines, the country names are the segment, and then based on the selected segment we are showing the capital of that country as well as the flag of that country. So it's just a basic view how to use the segment control. So we are giving it a name segment control demo, and then we need to select the location where we will store our project. Then we need to go to the main storyboard. We are using storyboard for now as we are a beginner now. Here we can choose segment control, and by default it has two options. We can increase the option or decrease the option. So we need to click here, and then you can see here we can increase the number of segment. By increasing it one more, now we have 4 segment controls, and we can change the name of all the 4 segments here. So instead of first, we will change the name to country name. When after writing the country name, we need to click enter so that the value gets stored. The first value, the first country name did not stored because I did not click the enter button. Now stored. So now we have 4 country name, and then we need to create its outlet action as well to show the capital of the country as well as the flag of the country. So here we need a label where we will write capital, and another label which we will keep as blank so that later it will display the capital of the country, and one image view to display the flag of that country. Now we need some images of the country whose name we has defined in our segment control. So we need to just save those flags of that country, and then in our asset control we need to import these images. I'm giving the same name so that it will be easier for us to write the simple name. Here in Google it has very long names. Now here I'm importing all the images which I have just downloaded. So all the images exported in our project. Now we need to click the plus button, split the window in 2 sections. In one section we have main storyboard, another we have view controller, and then we just need to click and drag the labels and segment control in view controller and give it a name. So all the labels we have added, one for segment control, one for capital name, another for image view. But we need one more level for the segment control. It will be an action. So first of all we need to create a file, a Swift file, where we will store the country class. The country class will have a few variables, and we need to define the country class like this. So we are keeping 3 variables for now: name, capital, and flag. We need to initialize them using this syntax. Okay, now our class is done. So now we can create an array of that class and then fill the data with country name, capital name, flag in that array, because we are not using database here. So we are storing the data in an array. So here we have created a function fill data and then variable name dot append, and then all the variables of the country class: name, capital, and image. I have given the images the same name as the country name in small letters, so we are just using them. So now we have already have our data, and we need to add this data in our segment control. So again, I'm splitting the window. In one side have the memory main storyboard, and then drag it to create an action. So the component here should be action, and I'm giving it a name. And then in this action function, we need to add the code so that when somebody click this option, one segment, then based on that segment option, the capital name and the flag will display. Here we have a lots of way to do that, but we will use a simple way for now because we are just seeing how the segment control work. Here we can use various options like using switch and the country name. We can see which country name is selected and then add, then show the value depending on that country name. So syntax will be like this, but we don't need to use the switch control here because it's just a simple segment control view option. So here we can do a simple way, but I'll just show you how we can use the switch statement also. Here within the case we will have the country name, or we can use if statement also if we do not want to use the switch statement. If case 0, and we know that in 0 array the country name is Canada, so we will print capital.text equal Ottawa. And in flag we will use UI image flag Canada, because we know that we have entered Canada in 0 index, France in first index, and so on. So in this way we can use switch and case statement, but we will use the simple way for now. So it will be capital dot text equal country list countries dot selected segment indexed. The selected segment indexed is the one by which we will get to know which segment is selected. So once we get to know which segment is selected, then its capital we will print in capital dot text, and the selected segment's image we will show in flag dot image, the simple way. Now let's see if it's work or not. We just need to remember here selected segment index, nothing else. When first time we will start the simulator, then sometime it takes some time depending on the memory of our laptop. So now we will see that first time no capital or no flag will display, just the segment will display. So now the capital is blank, but when we clicked, then the capital as well as the flag image is showing. So we all know that firstly the first segment, that is Canada, by default is selected. So in view download we only need to put the country 0 as a selected value. So we have seen it's working fine. Only one issue we have here, that when we start the simulator at first time the Canada is selected, but its capital and its image is not showing. So in our view load we need to put this with 0 index. So now when we first start the simulator, it will display the 0 index capital and the flag. Let's run it now. So we have seen the capital of Canada and its flag is already displaying by default. And this is how we can use segment control in Swift iOS. Thank you.